People used to ask me in the past whether I prefer the OG Build Fighters or Build Divers Re-Rise. Well, I still stand by the point that it depends on what you want in the build series, but if I'm looking for quality combat, I still go for the OG Build Fighters. Just compare the strengths between the two strongest men in each series, Meijin Kawaguchi and the champion. You'll know what I mean. What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Build Strike Gundam full package from the legendary Gundam Build Fighters. Now, yes, this is one of the kits that I have longed to get ever since Build Fighters has started, and especially after I've seen reviews of this kit being so good. However, I never got around to getting it because, well, this was released back when I was starting out on Gunpla, when I have very limited funds and permission to buy Gunpla kits, not like I do now, and I have the Star Build Strike already, so I never thought that it is necessary to purchase the Build Strike on the full package. But building this awesome kit, it did really allow my mind to shut down for a little bit. But I know a lot of you guys would say in the comments that I should have picked up the real grade, but yeah, at the time I really just wanted a simple build that I can turn off my mind and just indulge. So I picked up the high grade because it's simple enough for me to use absolutely zero brain power to go ahead and build. But anyways, this kit right here looks good for what it is. A pretty simple build, and well, it does come with its amount of stickers, but the finished product does look very amazing. Speaking of the stickers, we do have the eyes, front and back of the head, the yellow on the shoulders, which I'm still not a fan of. We do have the black down here, which, okay. The blue on the forearms, the red on the skirts, which I'm not a fan of, and we do have the blue on the knees. And is there anything else? I don't think so. So that's the sticker count on the main body, and it's mainly covering the minute details, but overall this kit does look very nice for what it is. Articulation of this kit, you all know this by now, but I'm gonna go through it anyways just in case this is the first video you've seen of the Build Strike. So the ball jointed head, forwards and back movement is possible, rotation is possible, rotation in the shoulders, they can flip out like so, the arms can go out that far, so altogether not too bad. They can rotate above the elbow, bend at the elbow at two joints, which is very nice, and a ball jointed wrist. The stomach and waist are on double ball joints, so they can rotate just like so, all the way around it seems, and they can have a little bit of crunches, but next to none, so don't force it or you'll break a peg. Front skirts, you can separate them, side skirts cannot move too much out of the way, back skirts are as usual a block, and you do get some up and down funky dance movement in the legs. No forwards and back unfortunately, but they can kick forwards, go backwards not at all, go outwards almost a full split unless you decide to dislodge the side skirt, rotation above the hip, and a double jointed knee looking very nice. And the ankles over here, they can move forwards and back, side to side, rotate a little bit, no toe movement, but there's also the side mounted ankle armor. So articulation of the Build Strike is just fantastic, which yeah, also spreads to the more recent Strike molds. Accessories, first of all, let's start with the classic beam sabers that are mounted onto the sides. But yeah, this is the one regrettable thing that a lot of people stated. The old high-grade Strike Freedom Gundam has rotating ports over here, albeit they're very loose. But this thing over here has stationary ports, but you can still recreate the moment when the Build Strike activated its beam sabers while still on the holsters just by reversing the storage. So that's pretty nice in and of itself, and it's still in the exact angle, so bonus points. You can of course stick it into the hand, and it does come with a set of SB13 beams, so you can stick it right in there. Very nice. If only it had the Gyan. Next up, let's start with the guns. So we have the beam pistol over here, which, yeah, no love for pistols recently. Apart, well, the core Gundam did reignite my love for modular pistols. So yeah, here we have it, a basic gun for the Build Strike to wield. Never seen it in the anime though. And to upgrade the gun, first of all, we do have the beam rifle over here. There's supposed to be an extension that goes over the pistol. that can be stored on the shield in the master grade. I'm not sure about the real grade, but yeah, here you have a separate gun. So you can, yeah, maybe dual wield these guns, I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna let it hold one gun only and use the remaining two for a custom build. So there's the advantage of having multiple guns in this kit. Last but not least, if you want the final upgrade, here we have the, I don't know what this is called, the Mega Particle Rifle, I don't know. But a lot of these parts are supposed to be white. So yeah, there are some points deducted there, but then again, it is a high grade that is 7 years old. So what do I expect? And of course you do have a movable foregrip, but unfortunately it can only be wielded by the right hand due to the foregrip configuration, and you cannot swap it over to the other side. So, but you can still allow it to hold it in two hands if only I do not dislodge the shoulder from the polycap, which is kind of improved by the reissuing by Bandai Spirits. A little bit of a goofy pose over here, but you can let it hold the giant's rifle in two hands. Last but not least, we do have the Chobham shield over here. It never uses the beam gun, and it is an EX skill in GBGW, so I don't understand why. They have extra guns, but this shield over here does use 4 stickers for the white detail on the red piece over here. Overall, it's just a colorful cheese sandwich. So you can stick the shield onto the arm like so, but there is no underslung peg. So the only option you have is to stick it on either arm to the side. But you have another gun to peel around with, so that's pretty good. And of course, I cannot forget the star of the show, the build booster over here. Yeah, everything that is not blue are stickers, so you can imagine how bad this is. Not that you couldn't, unless you're starting out on Gunpla just now. So yeah, there are a lot of missing color apps on here, for example the red handles on the cannons and the black barrels, but it is easy to paint those in, and I just couldn't be bothered because I built this during stress. So what you want to do is to flip the cannons back, and then pull out the cockpit, flip it down, and this reveals a connector. I really miss this because we do not ever have these connectors anymore. Like, the latest instance I've seen these connectors in was the Galaxy booster from the Build Strike Galaxy Cosmos. But this flat peg was not used in any other kit, so I guess it is okay to omit this option. But it wasn't okay in the past because they meant for this to be compatible with the real grade Strike. So you can just basically plug it into the single hole in the back over here, just like so, and you can flip these down. They're on a joint over here, and of course you can open or close the wings, and they can flip in and out just like so. A basic budget pair of wings that are attached to a booster that is very, very nice looking. And on the pack over here you do have the cannons. You can flip the handles out with a tab, and you can allow the Build Strike to hold it if you do not angle it as atrociously as I did. So with some tweaking and fiddling around, you can get the Build Strike to actually hold the handles of the cannons. If only I can stick them into the hands, just so you can have him fire with one of them held, just like so. So that's going to be all of the accessories of the Build Strike. So for comparisons, I really don't have any of the early Build Fighters kits. So kits like the Zaku Amazing, Gundam X Maul, I really don't have any of those kits. So the only relevant comparison that I have is putting it up against the Wing Gundam. So I have both granddaddies of the modern Gunpla age. And why not put it up against another protagonist of a build series, the Earth-3 Gundam. I really want to see these two battle it out. So that's going to wrap it up for the Build Strike full package review. Nothing that I said is anything new when compared to any of the other reviews, because this is a pretty good kit. Sure, the color separation on the build booster could have been better, but then again, it's a high grade. I could have opted for the real grade if I were looking for color accuracy and good separation. But overall, this kit is pretty fun to build, pretty fun to mess around, and of course you do have extra guns for you to do whatever the hell you want to do with them. And overall, this thing is pretty easy to build, and I will give it an 8 out of 10. It is still up there despite being 7 years old. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. Time flies, doesn't it? But anyways, I will absolutely recommend you guys to pick up this kit if you prefer the Build Strike full package to the Star or the Galaxy Cosmos. So that's gonna wrap it up for me. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more Gunpla reviews, Gunpla news, and all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to the featured channels on my channel page if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.